In this video, what we're going to be doing is the sifting process in action. So I'm going to now show you what I showed you bit by bit in the first video, and I'm going to put that all together in this video. I will tell you though, the only thing I'm not going to show you is my how to delegate, because that is a little bit more complicated process. However, I do have a video on that, which I will load and make available to you, okay? So on with the show. We have an email, we have an inbox with emails. Now you may have hundreds of emails in this inbox. If that's the case, draw a line in the sand, decide from what date it's safe to move everything before that date into a folder like this one here, filing old emails. Move everything in that folder except for the ones that you actually need to review and decide what needs to happen to them. The reason why I tell you to do this is because there's no point in going through thousands of emails. Most of them you'll ditch. So cut your losses, just move them into one folder so that if you need to look for something, you know where to look, and with the balance, touch it once, make a decision, and move it on to its next logical step. Okay, so let's go through. Let's start with the easy ones first. We've read this email. We don't need to keep it. We're going to delete it. So I'm just going to hit the delete button. And there's a few ways you can do that. Just pick one. With this one, we've read it. We're going to keep it for the future. So I'm going to move it to my filing. Done. With this one, we're going to make a task because it's less than 15 minutes. I've read it. It's going to take less than 15 minutes. So I'm going to right-click and drag it to task. And then I'm going to move it as a task with an attachment. This is only necessary really if you need the email to respond to or if there's an attachment in that email. As I said in the other video, it's very important that you change the subject to reflect the action that you need to take. So the action I need to take with this one is delete after training. And when do I plan to do that? I plan to do that today. So two important things: the start date, when you intend to start this task, and you don't want to start them all on the one day. You want to make sure you have them spread out through the week and that the actual task starts with an action word, and it is the next step that you are going to take. Once you've done all that, save and close. All right, this one here, our response is required. So I'm going to, it's going to take me a half an hour to do this work at least. So I'm going to right click and drag it to calendar so that I can account for my workload. I'm going to move it here as an attachment with an attachment because I need the attachments in the email to do this work. I'm going to change the subject so it reflects the action I'm going to take. I'm going to decide when I'm going to do this work, and if I'm unclear or unsure of what I have on my schedule, I'm going to check my scheduling. Yep, I'm free. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to save and close. There's my email. If it's not in a good spot, I can just grab it and move it. Nice and easy. All right, now I've got two emails here for meetings or appointments I already have in my calendar. So this one here I need to speak to Dave about. So I'm going to open my appointment to speak to Dave, and I'm going to insert the Outlook item that relates to that. There it is there. Everything that I need to, everything I want to raise with Dave all in the one place. When I'm happy with that, I'm going to save and close. Excellent. Now I also have a meeting information I need to raise at the meeting. So I'm going to open the meeting appointment and I'm going to insert exactly the same, the Outlook item that relates to that meeting. Once I'm done, I'm going to save and close. If I go back to my inbox, both of these emails are still here. Now I have a choice to file them, or I can just delete them. In this instance, I'm just going to delete. My last email is about doing something routinely. So I'm going to make a reoccurring appointment. I'm going to right-click and drag to calendar. This time, I'm actually not going to do a right-click. Actually, I'm going to do a left-click and drag, because all I need is the actual information. There it is there. And I want to check this website weekly. So I'm going to make a reoccurring appointment to check this website weekly, and it's going to take me a half an hour. I don't want to end it, but I could end it after, say, 4 or 5 weeks if I want, or on a certain date. I could check this website every few days if I want. Check it every month, either at the end of the month or on a particular day. Annually, once a year or twice a year, 3 times a year. There's a number of opportunities for you. Once I'm done, I've updated the subject. I'm going to save and close. Now, because I used the left click and drag, it's still here, but I can delete that. And as you can see now, all I've got in my inbox are my today's emails. I haven't done anything particularly clever. All I've done is made a decision, move it on to its next step and the right place, so that now I know exactly what work I've got to get through, and I can actually get on with doing it and manage interruptions, etc., around or as they come up.